Steph over on Instagram and obviously Flosstube. I hope you're all well. This is attempt number 4 of filming. I've been a right nightmare. It's like every time I film something's happened, or it's been nothing but a nightmare. So I've got my mug, my pumpkin mug, it's class isn't it, with a cup of tea in because we need it. It's 4 degrees this morning and it's sunny but cold. So I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna fill my floss tube and yeah, so a little cuppa before we start. Now let's hope the dog doesn't jump up and knock my tea or bark. So we'll start with my works in progress, shall we? So my first work in progress is, this is what happens. Right, hi Paddy. As you notice, I'm in a different place today because I couldn't be bothered taking everything upstairs to bring it all back down again. And yeah, with this weather my joints just don't like me, so I was like, it's easier to film downstairs when it's cold and my joints aren't working. So my first work in progress is the Bothy threads Kings and Queens. So I was just trying to figure out from the back who I was working on, and I am on Henry the 4th. It's really bad that I should know the Kings and Queens. And I actually have been working on this because we lost our Queen last month, and it hit the nation quite hard. It was it hit us all really quite hard, and it was, even now it's sort of weird to say king, but yeah, I've been working on Bothy threads, and as much as I like working on this, I don't like the frame. It's too big, but it's easy to work on, if that makes sense. I really need as well, see if I can something to pull that, so when I'm working it's not like, as you can see it's like quite loose. But yeah, so anyway, I've been working on this one. I think last time I'd filmed I was working on Richard. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so last time I filmed I was working on Richard. So now it is Henry. One of the Henrys. I feel like a complete newbie, like recording and setting up. It's when I get out of like a routine. I have a little routine, and when I start filming again, it throws me completely. I've actually got Earl Grey in my cuppa today. So my next work in progress is by Hands On Design, If Pumpkins Could Fly. This one was from Patchwork Rabbit. I knew that. From Patchwork Rabbit. So yeah, If Pumpkins Could Fly. And I was actually working on this last night. It's that one. Ooh, there we go. Again, I don't use the, other than like kits, so like my Bothy kits or any other kit that comes, I use the call for DMCs, but things that are coming like this, I use whatever I've got in stash. Like I'm trying to stitch from stash and use what I have first, which is quite a difficult thing to do when you're a cross stitcher because you always need more. So yeah, so anyway, that's as far as I got with Pumpkins Could Fly. I didn't finish it. You can see last night I got like half stitches done. So that's what I was working on actually last night. So yeah, the chart actually for that is quite like, oh, I don't have it with me. Oh, this top's strangling me today. Right, yeah, this chart, you get this side this bit, the chart with this side on, then the other side you get this little chart here. And it's lovely. It is so sweet. But then you look at it and you're like, oh my god, there's loads to do, but there isn't. I know what I mean. Anyway, my other start, now I can't remember if I had started this last time. That one by All Through the Night. I need to learn how to hold this. Or Jolly Jack, that's it. The designer is All Through the Night, but the chart is Jolly Jack. So there. And I actually haven't got that far with this one. Again, 14 count Ada with the non-called for floss. I'm using my own floss basically. So yeah, so I haven't really got that far with him, as you can see. This one I actually started while I was watching High Seas. If you like subtitles, I'd definitely recommend it, but if you're not keen on subtitles, then I would steer clear, because, not subtitles, dubbed. I couldn't do it with dubbed. It was annoying me because I knew they weren't speaking English. Well, they were, but the mouths were speaking, I think it was Spanish. But apart from that, it was really good. I've also, now, got a question. I bought this pearl, DMC pearl I think it is. Now it's not 6 strands, there's only 1 strand, but I'm not sure if it's for embroidery or cross stitch, and I'm using it for cross stitch, and it is quite a thick coverage, which I think on the pumpkin is quite nice, as you can see here. I think that's quite nice on the pumpkin, but I think for anything else it would be too thick. Like, it's nice for thick coverage, but not for like just little bits of, if you want thin coverage. So yeah, if you've ever used this, please let me know, because I don't know if I should be using it. So yeah, so that was the other one I've been working on, Jolly Jack by All Through the Night. Oh, I've kitted up a few as well I want to be doing. So my next, oh no, that's another kit up. Get there eventually. So I also have Halloween Quaker by Lila Studio. It is quite nice, and I am using it on 14 count Ada. This isn't a kit, this is just the chart. Again, I'm using it on 14 count Ada, hand dyed by me, and really I should have finished Halloween. And I'm going to get the chart, because currently it just says we. So that's the chart, no, what it's going to look like, and that's where I am. And again, I'm really enjoying this, purely for the fact I'm loving these like little oh, what would you call them, sampler things. It's to take like a night, except obviously the writing, because that seems to not, but yeah, not called for floss, and like I said, hand dyed by me, and I'm quite happy with it. I do like dyeing Ada. It's fun, and I love seeing like the different results that you get. It's, yeah, so anyway, my, oh, is that one? Oh right, yeah. My next one that I have worked on is another Bothy kit. I do really like Bothy kits, and I own quite a few, just I haven't gotten to them yet. So yeah, is the William Shakespeare one. And last time I was working on, what did I say? Kind of the Tempest here. The what's it called? Prospero and Caliban. and I have just moved up to the 12th Night, which is the one that I really wanted to do, and Macbeth. So I've been pushing myself to budge up and that's how far I've gone with that. I have a thing, have you not noticed, about half starting a project and not finishing it? I've done half stitches there and not finished it, and I have on my Jolly Jack, was it? There's another one that I've half stitched as well, but yeah. So the back stitching's done, and along with what I have done on my Kings and Queens, I will do the writing afterwards when I've finished. The Kings and Queens, I have done the writing on some of them just so like I knew where I was working. So like I've done Richard II just so I could count up and work in between. So there is a method to my madness, I promise. So yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing with that. And yeah, again, I do really like Bothy kits. It's they're just, there's something about them. They're just different. And like, yeah, just, I don't know, different. So my next is my little haul. As you know, last August, not last month, August was my birthday. I really do have to apologise if anyone can hear my watch dinging. I've had about 6 dings in the last 11 minutes, so I have to really apologise. Yeah, so my birthday was in August and I ordered a chart from Patchwork Rabbit, and before I start, it's the Cricket Collection, or the Cross-Eyed Cricket Collection, and this one was actually a vintage chart, and it is called Skeleton Crew. I haven't actually started it yet, but how gorgeous. The sources chart out for me. I rang them up and I was like, please, I really love it. They were absolutely brilliant. So they sourced it out for me. So yeah, that's one part of my haul. My other part of it now is Fall on the Farm, and I've got all 9. So that is another project. Now it says ideally to work on 30 count linen. When I went on their website, on because it's Little House Needleworks, they said to use, if you were gonna not work on linen, to use 16 count Ada, which is what I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna get some next month. So I'm holding off to start these till I get my 16 count linen, and I will just go to my local needle workshop for that because it's literally up the road and it's just ideal. I'll have to give them a ring first to make sure that they have it. My other purchases, again on the iPad, and it takes forever to load, was, why can't I find it? You watch, I won't find them now, will I? No pressure, Steph. That one, the Sugar Plum Fairy by the Satsuma Street, the Nutcracker collection, which is that one. And it was June, just gone, I finished the Dosselmeyer, so that is going to be the next one to go on my Christmas tree. I have like a load of these little trees, so I'm trying to fill at least 2 of them up full of little charts, like little small, sorry, so that is going to be one of them. And when I finish that, I've decided for myself, once I finished one, I am going to purchase another. I'm not going to go and purchase them until I have completed one. I'm laughing because we all actually had like a bet, would I actually stick by it? And I haven't. So my other purchases was the cut through haberdasheries on Bothy threads, which is absolutely stunning and I absolutely love it. The chart on the iPad is more intense than a chart in real life. Now, I don't know why, but I just found the chart in real life was, like, their charts in kits are so much easier to work from than the charts off the iPad. And normally I'm the other way around, I do prefer them on the iPad. But it's weird. I got another 3, so I've got the cut through tea shop from Bothy as well, and let me hide that bit because it's the chart. How cute is that? I love how busy they are, and like, oh, it's just gorgeous. So I got that one, and I don't know how it'll go back now. Oh, how I go back? Don't know how it'll go back. So yeah, anyway, I got that one. I got the cut through. There we are. So I got the cut through tea shop, the cut through haberdasheries, the cut through toy shop, and yet again it's just, there's something about them. And I also got the Elf House by, again, Bothy Threads. Now, in this month's, was it World of Cross Stitching magazine, there is a chart, and it does look like Bothy kit. I think it's Maria Diaz, and it is absolutely gorgeous, so that is definitely on my to-do list next. So the charts are, oh hang on, how silly, I had one next to it. I thought this was one that I kitted up. Now I have also been working on this month Haunted Manor House by Artful Offerings. This one hasn't been pulled out for a while, and yet again, oh, I thought it was a spider. There's a little bit of black floss. Whew, I don't do spiders in case. So yeah, I took this to the hospital with me last week, and I'd worked a bit on it. Not much, just like a little bit, because when you're in a waiting room it's a bit difficult, like, to on such a small chair to get everything out. So I just worked on like the stitches that I knew I could do without really concentrating. And now I'm looking there, it looks like I've missed one up there. Never mind, I'll have to take that out and restart that one here, these two. But yeah, so that's how far I've got with that one. Again, not much, but that one I'm going to start keeping in my handbag, so when I do go out I can just, and like to the appointments that I have, just use that because it'll be quite easy. So my next one, this is the one that I went to show you and got mixed up, is my Holiday Quaker by Lila Studio, which is exactly the same as my Halloween Quaker, obviously just the Christmas version. And I, of course, hand dyed my own Ada, and I haven't done this one. This is just one that I've kitted up. Hand dyed my own Ada to start this one on, which I do. I really like the outcome of this again. So yeah, that's 14 count Ada, hand dyed by me. So I think what I'm going to actually try and do with these, once I have finished like my Jolly Jack, for example, and then I'll start another biggie, or like once I finish, I don't know what else have I got, this one, If Pumpkins Could Fly, I'll start, do you know what I mean, like, so I'm trying to finish a small before I start big. It all makes sense in my little head, believe me. I know I'm a bit weird, aren't I? Right, the other one I have actually kitted up is by Silver Creek Samplers by, oh no, that's what the design is, Silver Creek Samplers, and this one is Scary Things October Brings. I think it's sort of simple, like just simple but effective. So that's that one, and again I've just 14 count white Ada that I think I'm gonna try and dye myself, but I'm not sure how or what colour even, because on the chart, on the kit itself, it's like like a grey colour. So I need to have a good look at that one. Now onto my finishes, which I haven't really got many, I've got two. My first finish is this one. And these are just so I've got to hang on my Halloween tree behind me, because obviously we are all up for Halloween. So there's one. Actually, this fabric is so nice. It's from the range in, yeah, they do fat quarters now. You get like 5 fat quarters for £4.99, I think it was. And that was one of them, and that's the other one. Now I'm covering this up because when I was making this one, now this is the Prairie Schooler of the Halloweenies, I think they're called. Also this is from the range as well, the pom-poms. So when I was making this one, I don't know what I was thinking. So silly just to even think about it. When I was hanging my hoop, I wasn't thinking, and I'd put a bit of hot glue on the back, and it's yellow because I ran out of hot glue, like clear hot glue, and I only had the yellow one left. So on this one, just showing you all my faults on this, by the way. So this one's got a touch of yellow and then a touch of red in the middle, because that's all I had left. So yeah, that was all. Anyway, these are my two finishes this week or month. I've hardly done any stitching. It just feels like I've been living at the hospital lately. I've had a few appointments, and then my eldest daughter's getting grommets in 2 weeks. So she had to go in for a pre-ops and everything else, and it just feels like it's never ending. But as soon as she gets them, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that she's going to be absolutely fine. Then it's such an awkward time to have it, but it's probably the best time, because it's in half term, is it potato picking week, half term, that she's actually having it, like having them done. And so she can, like on the Thursday, so she's got like the Friday, Saturday, Sunday to recover, and then they've said she can go back to school on the Monday. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she can't go back that quick. And they're like, no, once it's done, that's it. It's absolutely fine. She can go back. Not the next day because of the anaesthetic, but we normally say like the day after that. But obviously because it's a Saturday and a Sunday, she gets like them 2 extra days. So it'd be interesting. I know. So anyway, I'm hoping that you've all had a good stitchy week or month or 2 weeks, is it? I'm so bad. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Anyway, I will see you next time. Keep watching. Thank you.